My daughter-in-law was in church, and the same thing, peace be with you. But she thought they were saying, oh no, it wasn't, it was somebody else who told me this. She thought they were saying, pleased to meet you. So every time someone was like, pleased to meet you, pleased to meet you. So they were around. Yeah, for me, I just wanted, you were asking people to share, or did they want to share this morning? And it's so along those lines, Nikki, really. And I just wanted to share, for me, what's happening with this understanding. And I don't know if it ties in with that, but... I see it as far as I see it, and then something else pops up, and then I see that, and something else pops up, and I think, oh yeah, I've really got this, and then something else comes up. And a couple of weeks ago, without going into the whole backstory, I went on a painting course, and I went through hell backwards. You know, my ego was getting in the way, and was it good enough? And it was with professional painters. But it was something that felt really important to me, really important. And it's sort of been a little thread right the way through my life. And I kept getting this sentence in my head, a grief observed, a grief observed. And I thought, well, I don't know what that's all about. And I was sort of turning up each day. Anyway, the course finished. And for me, you kind of just described it. We talk about peace be with you. It was, the feeling was, I'm home. I am home. That it was such a powerful, strong feeling. And I have spent my life striving. Not good enough, not good enough. So do this, do this, do this. And it's always been the next thing. To the point ending up running an academy and achieving. And this little voice, it was like, it's okay. Your painting doesn't have to be good or bad. Your painting's your painting. It's okay. It's okay. And I, for the first time ever, put a picture on Facebook. I don't have any pictures in my house. I don't have anything anywhere. Never have. And my husband was like, I don't get you. He said, we've got all this stuff around the walls and you won't even put, and you've put something on Facebook. And I think it was that, it was like, it's okay. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It just doesn't matter. It matters that you do it. You paint your own picture. And so my daughter was also quite surprised. So for me, that was like a miracle. And I felt, God, Jamie, I just felt I really have come home. And then my daughter was asking me similar questions about this thing I put on Facebook. She's like, I don't get it. She said, I've lived with a mum. She put me in my place, actually. She said, I've lived with a mum who says she's not pretty enough, she's too fat, she's not a painter. She said, you've told me that I can be anything I want to be. And you've given me all this positive reinforcement, and I've watched you, and I've learned from you. She said, I've watched you. And I really heard her. And I'm not doing that now. And I said to her, let's stop something that's been perpetuated over years now. Let's stop this. It stops now. You know, let's play, let's do this, let's do that. She's totally up for it. I mean, she was lovely, and she sort of says, she says, I lucked out having you as a mum, and I lucked out too. But and I thought, I just thought, I had no idea. You know, my kids are my world, and I had no idea of the message that I have been giving she's 36, over 36 years. I had no idea. Had I have known this understanding, that wouldn't have happened. And then I said to her, what do you notice now? Because I hear what you're saying, and I know what you're saying about this picture, but what do you notice now? And she says, I notice that you aren't that person now. That's what I notice. And I know we're talking about business, But, you know, I would never, ever have dreamt in a million years that this peace be with you was there. I just wouldn't have dreamt it in a million years. So I know we're on trainers training. But going forward, I have a studio which isn't being used. It's now being used. And I can paint my it doesn't matter what they are, I'll paint my paintings. And I'll carry on painting my painting till the day I die. And I mean that in a metaphorical sense as well as an actual sense. And then bringing it all the way back to my coaching, when I first met you, I was charging 60 quid apologetically for a coaching session. Then after a bit of clarity coach training right at the beginning, I put that up to £120 an hour. I thought, oh, that's a bit cheeky, but did it. And then I sold a couple of coaching packages for £1,200. I was like, oh, that's okay. And then a couple of packages for £2,500, which is fine. And now £3,000. And this isn't, well, you might, so I've just coached someone who got £20,000. That's, who'd have thought? You'd have thought.
Yeah. Fucking told you.
So, yeah, let's just all paint our own paintings. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad, or it's not about that. It's just painting our own paintings. That's all I want to share, really.